This is the CA2 assignment on journalism submitted to Sir Asad Askari Zaidi. So, as a country, India has been in relation with several other countries for the purpose of cooperation or challenges. The Republic of India has been in relation with 201 states across the globe, having 199 missions and posts operating globally. The foreign relation of India is being conducted by Ministry of External Affairs, in short MEA India. My topic is on the in relation between India and China, which is also termed as Sino-Indian relation or Indo-Chinese relations. So discussing on it, the bilateral relation between People's Republic of China and Republic of India is in short term as the Sino-Indian relations. Right from a very early age, there is relation between India and China in respect with to trade, in respect to culture, and there are many relations which has been practicing from a very early period. Even though the official relation between India and China after independence begins in 16 May 1952. So the Sino-Indian relationship begins on 16 May 1952 in Beijing between the chairman of Chinese Communist Party Mao Zedong and the Prime Minister of India then in the year 1974. So India and China from time immemorial has been sharing a common tradition, a common trading norms and procedures. Now, coming on, what are the cooperation activities that has been pertaining between India and China? So there is cultural and economic cooperation between India and China. So since the establishment of diplomatic relations between China and India in 1950, the two countries have been sharing cultural and personal visits. In the sense that India too visited China for the upgradation of culture, and China too visited India for the upgradation of their own culture. And in the year 1988, India and China signed a cultural cooperative agreement every triennium. Another one is the executive program of the cultural agreement for 1988 to 1990, which was signed between India and China. Another is in 1992 and 1994, China and India had a large-scale art festival in its country, and there is cultural exchange between the two countries. So lots of treaties and agreements was made between India and China for the fulfillment of the two countries. Now, also, according to the Commerce Ministry data, China is the second largest trading partner of India in the period from April to November. In the trade of import and export, also China and India plays a very crucial role in cooperation. So importing items include that of smartphones, components of smartphone, plastic and metallic goods from China, and the exporting item from India towards China includes that of iron ore, organic chemicals, and the cottons. So in Also, India's export to China grew up to $28.1 billion in 2021, and India's import from China is approximately 91.7 billion. So here in this aspect we could see that the import and export tradition and import and export relation between India and China is extremely large, and they share a common import export traditions. And then the economic and cultural relations have been maintained by many of the government procedures, government between China and India. A few examples include that of the Joint Economic Group led by Commerce Ministers of both sides, Strategic Economic Dialogues led by Vice Chairman of Niti Aayog and the Chairman of National Development and Reforms Commission of China. Another one The competitions, even though the China and India have share a common tradition, a common cooperation, there is this competition between India and China, and this Indian-China relation is often regarded also known as the dragon and the elephant relations. So the relation between the two has been affected in structural factors, hard factors, and soft factors. So it has been categorized into three factors, which is structural, which include the geographical features and the international status. And geographical or geopolitical factor especially means the demography on the politics and especially the foreign policy of the state. Hard factors, which include highly sensitive and difficult to solve, which includes the border conflict, the Tibetan issue, China-Pakistan relation, and water dispute. Soft factors include the judgment and assessment factors applied to the preliminary financial valuations, and it includes the trade imbalances, visa issues, different notion of history, strategic difference, and the relation between the two countries on international stage. Last but not the least, the conflict between India and China is most particularly on border issue, which include the dispute between the 3,440 kilometers border. Building infrastructure in the border known as the line of actual control. The construction of a new road to a high altitude air base is one of the main clash in between India and China. In 2020, the clash between China and India in the Galwan Valley is one of the largest conflicts between the two countries since 1975. The conflict mainly occurs because of the border relations, resulting in three military conflicts, which is the Sino-Indian War of 1962, the border clash in Natula and Chola in 1967, 1987 Sumdorong-Chu standoff.